Hi guys, it is Tiffany, and I want to tell you about my latest adventure. As you can see before you, I have gotten some blueberries. I am going to be honest. I had blueberries before. It was only 2 bushes, and I managed to kill them thoroughly. I had them about 7 years ago, and I kind of gave up. I thought, oh, I can't do this. Well, I have had a renewed interest in blueberries. And so I went to my local Lowe's and purchased some. And I have 3 different varieties. This one right here, and then the one on the very end are Legacy. And then this one right here, and the one over there are Cruer. And then this one in the center is Brightwell. So, before getting these, I talked to some old timers about growing blueberries since I managed to kill mine. And first of all, you need acidic soil. Well, our soil here is red clay and it is acidic. So acidity is not a problem. I do think I know what was the problem. 2 old timers told me, okay, well, these need good drainage. And when you put these out, you need to take the top, kind of leave it about 2 or 3 inches above the soil. So I've pulled the mulch back, and I know it's hard to see, but this blueberry is actually up above the soil, at least a good 3 inches. And they told me that will help with drainage. And they also told me that the roots are going to try to come out more along the surface as opposed to going down. And they said that if I keep this mulch with pine bark, what's going to happen is that the roots are going to end up going out pretty well at the surface of the soil, more or less, or a little bit below the surface. And it can reach this pine bark, which is acidic. And also, it's going to keep my roots from being waterlogged. And so when I put these blueberries out, I started pruning them. And when I prune these blueberries, I didn't take a whole lot out, but the basic purpose was to get rid of some of the crossing branches in the center. You can see that I've cut a branch that was right here, and it was doing one of these things like that, kind of going in the center, so I got rid of it. Well, after pruning the branches off, I started looking up a little bit more about blueberries. And I found out how easy it is to root cuttings of blueberries, so I don't end up having to pay about $20 per bush. So what they said, to look for it's hardwood but kind of recently grown, like this right here. This is a good candidate. And so basically I would clip it off and leave about 2 or 3 leaves in it. And let me show you what I did. So I ended up making a greenhouse out of a cat litter container. Put this here. This container is just to keep the humidity in. From what I read, it's very important to keep the humidity in. And then here are all the little cuttings that I took. Now, I may have some issues. Here's the issue. I went to my local Lowe's. I have 2 Lowe's near me. One's about 2 minutes away and the other's about 15 minutes away. There was no perlite. There was no vermiculite. I have no rooting hormone. I have nothing. So I just had to kind of wing it. I actually dipped these in aloe vera, and I left them in there for a couple of hours before I put them in here. I don't know if it'll work or not, but honestly, it's all I've got. My cuttings look about like, let me pull one out. I just put these in there, so don't worry. About like that. And I'm just going to leave them in here. I will mist them every now and again to make sure that the leaves keep moist. I will put these in sunlight, but not strong sunlight. And hopefully in about a month or month and a half, maybe a few of them will sprout some roots. So another thing that I saw is that you can actually grow blueberries from seed. And lo and behold, I had some blueberries hanging on in my fridge. So I did what this video on YouTube suggested. So I took the blueberry and I cut it in half. And once you cut it in half, it reveals all these little seeds. And from what I read, it said the more red or brown the seeds, the better. I guess the seeds could be green, which means they're slightly immature. I just took those and stuck them in some soil, covered it lightly with a little bit of soil, watered, and I'm using the lid to kind of hold in the humidity. If the video that I saw is correct, hopefully this will begin to push some little plants in about, I don't know, 2 weeks, a month. I'll let you know. So I'm just going to close this back up and I will update you on the progress of my blueberries and all my little blueberry projects. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.